city on Guantanamo Bay in Cuba, when President Trump also threatened with invasion. Again, nobody wants it. They know that. That's why they hate populism. That's why they hate democratic representation. Despite all of this being couched in freedom.
What they're asking for is to exit entirely from any government structure. But that's just not how it works, especially when most of these guys are government contractors.
Right.
And are still wanting to have the benefits of our society without having the responsibilities from our society.
Yeah. These are people who don't like being told.
Listen, they're just constructing their own government. We're not going to a state of nature, okay? It will just be a state, a tech state ran by billionaires where they're all king, okay? An oligarchy. That's what it's going to be.
No, they're angry.
It's not. There is no reality where you have large groups of people all on the same page without some form of government.
At the pushback against data centers, that we don't want AI to take over everything, that no one supports annihilating a civilization to replace it with one they can copy.
People need to understand that the billionaires have become radicalized against democracy, and they're in the process of using everything they have to try to destroy it.
Like, they really hate democracy. You got to understand that the concept of a government of the people, by the people, for the people, it disgusts them. They think it's stupid. You understand that? And they think they have the means to get rid of it, replace it with something they prefer, where they are the king. You got to think about it, man. They're like, you imagine you're fucking Elon Musk, or you're not doing that, God forbid. You imagine you're doing something ever like that. But imagine you're Elon Musk, you're Peter Thiel, you're Bill Gates, or any of these tech billionaires, and you're like, my vote is worth the same as some poor person, some poor uneducated person, right, in the middle of butt-fuck nowhere, in some godforsaken county in the middle of America, right? They're like, the fuck? No. Why should that person, no education, no money, why does their vote count as much as my vote? That doesn't make sense. In fact, why do any of these fucking people's votes count as much as mine, right? And so at first they were like, okay, so we'll just fucking, we'll dump millions of dollars into elections, and we'll get to handpick the people that run for president and the judges and all of that. We'll play a huge role in selecting those people. But then they're like, this is still too much red tape. This is still, there's still too much fucking shit. I want to just be able to, like, make a new decision and then it's in law tomorrow. How do we do that? Oh, well, fuck, man, I don't know how you're going to do that. The Constitution, the way these framers designed it, this shit is really hard to fucking amend. It's really hard to pass laws, too, especially like really crazy ones, especially with the two-party system and both parties having more or less 50% representation at any time. It's just very difficult to do. And then they're like, fine, let's just get rid of it. Let's get rid of all of it and put something else there.
And that's the battle of our moment. That's the battle of our times. It's not too late to push back. Public response to data centers to work. Many of the governance as a service startups are starting their work in towns and states where you can fill a voice to stop them. The billionaire class wants to turn your home into their playroom.
Right.
It's easy to change how everything is run, to funnel more wealth to themselves, create chaos, and then when everything is all fucked up, walk away with their winnings for their own private enclave.
Right.
All under the guise of fixing a broken government. A government that they broke. And yeah, sure, the government is broken. But it's not because of democracy or lack of corporate privatization. It's because of corporate health. We need more democracy and less corporate control.
Yeah, the reality is, this is just all karma for slavery, of the real issue. Why? Because since a large portion of this country never, just turned around and faced the reality of that evil institution and the ramifications, the consequences, the ripple effects that had.
For the router, I don't pay anything for it.
The installation was super easy. I didn't have to go pick up anything on my own, and all of the equipment was included. It's just one and done. Anyone that needs any of those things should check out G Fiber.
I got these legal sleep gummies with, and honestly, I was ready to return them. I did not expect them to be this crazy. But before I was going to ship them back, I figured I'd at least try one. Since I already wasted hundreds on the sleep meds and melatonin, that left me feeling like a zombie. And guys, listen, this didn't just shut off my racing mind. It knocked me out in 15 minutes and made me sleep through the entire night without waking up once. That's when I realized I wasn't just keeping them. I needed to get more as soon as possible. I called up their support team immediately. Hey, can I still get in on that 30% off deal? They explained to me that this deal would normally be gone, but they've made a bit of a mistake, and the deal is back. Apparently, they completely sold out some time ago, but then panicked, doubled their production, and made way too many gummies. Now their warehouse is overflowing, and they need to get rid of them fast. So they're running this insane deal. Grab a bunch with code YouTube before they come to their senses and end the deal for good. Burnt out corporate warriors and people who thought good sleep was a myth are obsessed with these gummies for a good reason. First, they are a powerful blend of CBN and calming botanicals. Then first, turns off your brain and puts you to sleep in about 15 minutes. Then CBN steps in, keeping you asleep and making sure you don't randomly wake up at 3 a.m. While botanicals like L-theanine, ashwagandha, and reishi chill out your tense muscles and anxious thoughts. They make sure you get that precious REM sleep. These have helped over 850,000 people remember what it's like to wake up and not immediately want to crawl back into bed. They are actually refreshed and ready to crush it, not groggy, exhausted, or with brain fog from sleep meds and melatonin. Oh, and they are legal, third-party tested, made and grown in the USA. And they even ship them in boring packaging, so neighbors don't judge you. Now, that deal is still on, but the time is ticking. So what are you waiting for? Click the link below, put in the YouTube code, and get them for 30% off and with a 100-day money-back guarantee.
On this country, and instead try to sweep it under the rug, pretend like it's not a big deal, pretend like it didn't even happen a lot of the time. It allowed room for a party like the Republican Party to become what it is today, right? Because they've been able to exploit that. The avoidance of white guilt, the avoidance of taking accountability for the sins of the past and the effects it has on people today. They're a place where racism and all of these things are harbored, a place where Christianity and, can be used in the way that it is used to manipulate people. All of that is a result of a large portion of this country not wanting to address that big. Like, you can't just get away with stuff like that, man. You can't just get away with stuff like that. And they're trying to. They didn't want to give reparations. They don't want to acknowledge it in any meaningful way and pass policies specifically made to help the people that were that suffered as a result of that system and that institution. They think that if we just allow enough time to pass, eventually they're going to shut the fuck up about it, right? Well, this is what we get, man. This is what we get. This is what we get. It's only going to get worse from here. It's only going to get worse, but hopefully something happens. Hopefully the American people come together before it's too late and push back. I think we're seeing signs of that, right? I think we're seeing signs of that, but will it be enough? I don't know. Right, but you guys let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and until next time, peace out.
Hendrik.
Good afternoon. My name is Jordan. Hi, my name is Joe. I'm Ethan, your Honda Certified Technician. I'll be working on your vehicle today. front brakes are right around 30% life. So I will send you over a quote for that. Find that your left rear tire has 80% life left. Left rear suspension's in good shape. Your service writer will be with you shortly, and I thank you for your time.
This is getting hard. I'm gonna need some extra lives. You know we could have earned cashback for that? Wait, cashback for my game? I didn't know that was possible. Yeah. Free cash gives you cash back on in-game purchases. And even more if you complete challenges. Reach level 20 and earn $25? That's crazy. I'm already on level 50. I'm not playing for free anymore.
California Governor Gavin Newsom is tearing into Donald Trump. Governor Newsom has done press conference after press conference.
Unlock my home door. 95 degrees in this bitch.
Wow. Wow.
I'm like, why the f is my room so hot? I want to look forward to my lizard cage. My lizards are dead.
This story is getting way worse than I thought it would be. Right? We got animal abuse, the dogs are bleeding and bloodied, his lizards are fucking dead, and he ain't even seen the nigga that stole 50 man from him yet. Jesus. My best friend of 25 years backstabbed me. Video by ERH. Yes, we're about to get a more detailed account of how things unfolded. Just a couple of days ago, we reacted to this insane situation that went super viral online, where Your Rage told us the story. The story of how his best friend of 25 years stabbed him in the back and stole over $50,000. Right? I gave you my theories on how it all unfolded. I listened to a small portion of the beginning of this video, and you know what? I wasn't that off. I wasn't that off. So let's go ahead and actually listen to this story coming from the horse's mouth itself and see exactly how this happened. What can we learn from it? You know, so that we don't also ever fall into the same kind of situation. But in our reality, this is the kind of thing that can happen to anybody, bro. Right? Getting stabbed in the back. The people who are closest to you, they're the ones who can hurt you the most easily. That's just how it goes.
No, I look raggedy today. I didn't even think I was going live. I just last second was like, all right, let me just boot this stuff, bro. Oh! It's been a week, chat. I want to tell y'all the story. I ain't gonna give every detail concerning this can't be spoken about. I got a question. It might be a dumb question. Y'all seen Twitter and the TikToks and Instagram, right? Obviously, y'all see what's been going on in social media, unless you've been living under a rock. On God, right. I know it sounds stupid. I did not think it was gonna get as big as it did. But let me give you a rundown. I'm gonna try not to.
You didn't think that shit was gonna get as big as it did, bro. You were standing there with a fucking pack of Rottweilers with a toothpick in your mouth. This dude's eyes all fucking swollen up. He's in his underwear. You stretched him. You're crying, right? A fucking singular tear is rolling down your cheek because you're like, bitch, stand still, you bitch ass nigga. You had literally created a fucking mafia movie clip. You didn't think that shit was gonna go viral? Come on, bitch. You knew that shit was gonna go stupid. Come on.
I'm mad while explaining this story though, because I'm like,
Bro, I know you like to perform for the content, but when you gonna give it to the people?
hey, I like that. Y'all on to something. Go ahead and check that phone for me.
Yo, bro, it's streaming on DSPs, dog. Who are you? I'm Distro Kid. He's making them hits.
Make it tight. I'm gonna try not to get mad though. I was in Paris. Crazy week. We don't talk about that. On the flight back home,
Niggas in Paris, okay.
all I'm thinking about is how I'm gonna do this rock out being. Because me and my house is running a month. I'm sitting on the plane like this.
That's how you know this nigga flying first class and shit. How you got that much leg room to sit decent like that, nigga? Huh? You don't get to sit like that if you flying even business class. What are we talking about, right? This nigga flying first class on some bougie airline coming back to the States sitting like that. Okay, you don't got to show off, right? We get it. You got money, bro.
Since he came out the like, you just have to laugh. I'm gonna come home, stream some Patreons and my account hit me up.
Like they got Wi-Fi in the plane and shit. I guess that's not too much of a flex. A lot of planes, they got Wi-Fi. Like, how's your account texting you while we're in the air? But, you know, you got the Wi-Fi in the plane. That's nice. I like that they have that now.
I'm sorry to bother you, but is there any reason why you've been using your personal card over your business card lately? I'm putting money every time you go negative, but I don't know if you're using the wrong card on accident, but
Wasn't that the voice I did when I was describing his Jewish accountant? Josh, no, but I told you guys I was right on the money, and I told you it was his fucking accountant that caught that shit. It wasn't even him. It was his fucking Jewish accountant.
I just want to know, like, what is that? Off the rip, I'm like, huh? My personal card? Nigga, I don't use my personal card. Joshua is broke to the IRS. Your race got bread. Joshua is a brokey. He's a broke boy. First thing I do, open up my Chase app, like, what's up? What's she talking about? I'm
Oh, it's a woman. Nice. Nice. Female accountant. Okay, that's good for you, bro.
I don't use it. First thing I see is ATM withdrawals. Every day for the last 2.5 months.
God damn.
I'm like, what the?
Bro, ATM withdrawals on the credit card, you understand that see, whenever you charge things to a credit card, right, interest is applied. You're borrowing money from the bank. So withdrawing cash using your credit card is not like withdrawing cash using your debit card. You're essentially like paying extra for the cash. You got to pay that more than you withdraw. This makes the act even more egregious that this guy, Greg, his name is, right, is doing that shit. That's so fucking sinister.
Paris. And the withdrawals are happening. The address of the withdrawals are right across the street from my fucking house.
Right, yeah.
So I'm like, yo, if somebody stole my card, why would they be doing their crimes right next to me? Even the Walgreens they go to is across the street from the house.
Wow.
What the f is going on? And why is there so much money? Like, God damn, it's like...
You see, two things. He didn't want you to know what he was spending the money on, so he withdrew it in cash. That way you would be able to see exactly where the transactions are being made. And also, he probably thought to himself, if he tries to withdraw too much money at once, that might raise an alarm. But also, it probably limits him in regards to the amount of money he can withdraw at once. And so, by making small incremental cash withdrawals, he was hoping not to get your attention and also to conceal what he was spending the money on.
A minimum $1,000 a day. Not including this being spent on random. So I'm like, who the
Yeah.
I'm like, no. The first thought that came to my head was Greg. Only because of the location where my is being spent.
Right.
I know not to think Jordan. I know not to think my cousins. The first thought in my head was Greg.
Yeah, it shows you already knew. You always knew deep down what kind of...
Go get yours.
The fact that it was like you were almost hoping that it wouldn't be him, right? Like you wanted life to prove you wrong, but here it proved you right. The fact that you instantly knew who was doing this shit shows that you knew all along this nigga could not be trusted.
I can't think my dog.
But you were in denial because you loved him as a brother. I understand.
There's an answer somewhere. It's not Greg. It's not my best friend. It's not Greg. So immediately I felt like a shit. I'm like, nah, I can't be like that. It's not Greg. So I'm doing more research. I'm looking at the
denial
transactions. I'm like, fuck. All signs is leading to fucking Greg. At this point, I'm 99.9% sure it's Greg, but the 0.1% is telling me that is your brother. It is not him. So this is a 10-hour plane ride back from Paris. I'm sitting on God, as Kim, as Jose. As Jose, the whole plane ride, I'm like this. No handful, I'm just like, what am I gonna do if it is that? Like, what the, it was the shortest plane ride of my life. Like, I sat down and got the fuck up, and now I'm home. Mind you, I'm thinking about Lee too, because Lee has been in my stomach. How I'm gonna do this? I'm like, okay, bet, whatever. This journey commences one of the worst days of my life. Dead ass. I get home. The first thing that happens, I walk to my courtyard, and my dogs are like, bloody.
What?
Like, breathing hard as.
What? Okay.
Like, what the?
What is going on?
What the? I just got. What the? What happened? At this point, I didn't know what happened. They're just bloody. I'm like, what the hell is going on, gang? What? Lee comes through the gate with his streaming phone. I'm like, oh my god, there's bloody, dying dogs panting hard as. Lee has a camera out. I'm just having like my brain is just freaking out, gang. So I'm like, Lee, turn off the fucking stream. After you turn off the stream, I need to get med kits. I need med kits.
Wow, so the dogs are injured. What the fuck was going on, man? Rage seems to have a bad track record with this shit happening. Him letting people into his house, letting people into his vicinity, and them just like fucking shit up. You remember that one streamer that stole his chain and like stole his car or some shit? Took it to a pawn shop, took his fucking chain to a pawn shop? Insane, man. What the fuck? God, it's too nice.
I went to my room. I locked my room door. 95 degrees in this bitch.
Wow.
I'm like, why is my room so hot? I want to go into my lizard cage. My lizards are dead.
Oh my, I was like, I didn't notice it. I didn't want to point it out. I was like, should there be like a bearded dragon in this shit or something? Wow. God damn. This story is getting way worse than I thought it would be. Right? We got animal abuse, the dogs are bleeding and bloodied, his lizards are fucking dead, and he ain't even seen the nigga that stole 50 bags from him yet. Jesus. Wow, that's such a terrible way to come back home after a trip to Paris, I imagine.
At this point, God, I'm having a mental breakdown right now. I'm just freaking, what the great is in my head? I'm just like, yo, what the? I'm in a dream. This is a dream right now, man. I'm crashing, dying the first time the Browns keep me just dying. I'm sorry. I know you're probably terrified. I'm over here like, what the is going on? What? Greg. I make sure my dogs are good. They're going to the hospital. Long story short with the dogs, by the way, some had brought their dogs to my fucking front gate to say hi to Creed or something. Creed wasn't out there, gang. It wasn't Creed. It was fucking Karma, Aegon, and who else was out there? Karma, Aegon, and Rouge. Bro, their dog was barking through my dog to the front.
Wow.
They thought their dog would be nice for my dog or something. They're fighting through the fucking shit. And one of my dogs, I guess the other dog was trying to snipe her, so brawl.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that before, bro. I've seen that before. You know, in the neighborhood that I grew up, there were multiple people that had all kinds of dogs, and this is something you would see. It's very common, right, in Jamaica for people to just have multiple dogs, right? When they do have dogs, the dogs live outside. It's not like America. They don't come inside. They don't kiss you on the mouth, none of that shit. They live outside. They eat out of metal bowls. They eat the scraps from your dinner table, shit like that. You know what I mean? Anyway. That's something you would see. You would see a group of dogs. You're walking by the gate. You're walking by because it's all gated and fenced and all that. You're walking by. They start barking at you. And then they get all like amped up. And then they turn on each other and they start biting each other. It's very weird. I've seen that happen many times. And so That's probably what happened here with his Rottweilers. Pretty fucking crazy.
There, my nigga. So that's how I just came up into this bloody ass situation. Well, whatever. That's whatever. Let's skip on to Greg.
Why are these niggas in his house? That's what I want to know. Do they live with him, or did he just allow them to? Oh, he probably had some people house sit, right, to watch the fucking animals, to watch the lizards and the dogs and all that. And they're probably friends and they're streamers, and so he's like, oh, here's an opportunity to kill two birds with one stone. You get to babysit your Rage's house, make content out of it, while also you're doing me a favor. And then this is how it turned out. Very tragic.
Mind you, while this war is all is happening, Greg's in the guest house. He's not stepped foot outside. He's just laying down. I open his door. I'm like, get the fuck up. We're chilling. Give me your phone. All right. I was praying.
So, Eagle Fiber is now officially G Fiber. From the internet.
Turn it down some.
I'm like, let that .1 be, let that .1 be right. Like, come on, bro. What are you on? I'm not 9.9%. Sure, that was him. Let that .1% be not him, gang. Let me be wrong. Please let me be wrong. Yeah. Oh. Obviously. Then that video happened.
So what was on the phone? What did he see on the phone to realize? Interesting.
Chat, I'm not gonna lie. Between you, I was already mad before. Like, as y'all could see from that video, I was broken. I was tight. Oh God, it felt like a nigga died. It felt like a family member died. Oh God, I just like it. Like that feeling there when a nigga died. That's what. Oh God, it felt like a nigga died that day. The past few days, it felt like a nigga died.
Wow. Lost a brother that day, huh?
And I'm not gonna lie, I felt bad. Oh God, I ended up feeling bad. After I posted the video, I'm like, fuck. I should have posted that shit, gang. I was mad. I was heartbroken.
You posted that nigga in his underwear, bro. He will never recover from that. He will never recover from that. That's true.
I really posted it because I cannot go. I just have to make it a pretty.
Right? His face is now all over the internet, and he's not built for this shit. You know what I mean? Like, he don't know what it's like to receive this kind of hate and this kind of criticism and this kind of attention, this negative attention. Right? You've been a YouTuber a long time. I've been a YouTuber for a long time. You know what I'm talking about. And but you see, you build up the skin, you build up the shell for that kind of criticism as you're growing. To be a small creator or a nobody and to just have that tsunami of criticism and controversy hit you like that, I mean, this nigga might need to be on, you know what I'm saying, on watch. You know what I'm saying? He's in a dark place right now, I guarantee it.
It is, once I post this, I cannot forgive no nigga like that. Y'all niggas can feel my ass, yo, hold me accountable, this and third. I felt bad, I ain't gonna lie. And then I found out what the fuck it is.
Oh no, what is it?
And then I found out what he was saying about me. Oh, the bitches.
Oh, I told you. In my monologue, when we first reacted to the situation, I told you it doesn't stop here, guys. It doesn't stop here. He's gonna be talking bad about you behind your back. This nigga wanna be you. He hates you. He looks at you with envy. He absolutely hates you. He talking bad about you to the HUDs. He talking bad about you to fucking people you collaborate with. You know, he's just a grimy ass nigga. This nigga hates you for your success. And so I told you, bro. What was he spending the money on, though? That I want to know.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about that fucking video. I don't care what happens to that nigga, though. I can't even say everything you were spending my fucking money on. Just know, if you knew what you was doing with that money, yo, tax straight that nigga. Oh, really? The most cooked out I'm talking like a bitch calling it his bitch. I'm not gonna fuck on another nigga. Fuck your nigga, bye. Blocks him. The next nigga unblocks him. Send me some money. Send me $2,000, whatever, how much she asked for. Send deals of never fine. Please, I just want to feel you. I want the money you can.
Oh my God, bro. That shit would hurt me so bad, bro, to know that's where my money is going. You stole my money, you didn't even do no baller shit with it. You didn't go buy yourself some new clothes, some new shoes. You didn't invest in crypto or stock. You didn't fucking spend it on fucking Uber Eats even. You were sending money to a chick that was treating you like a huh? Bro, it would have been better if you stole my money and lit it on fire, so I would have more respect for you. Because at least then I'm like, oh, he's just doing this shit because he hates me. You know, he don't like to see me win. He hates me, he's jealous, and so he's just trying to deplete my wealth. At least that I could respect a little bit more than you taking my money and giving it to a chick that's cooking me, bro. Oh, my goodness.
Josh would never run out of money.
Oh my God. Lord have mercy.
More money spending the phone I need.
Money spending another nigga's money is insane. Insane. Wow. Wow.
And I can't even say the banks.
And that's the shit he feels comfortable saying. This
Play with you, baby.
shit he's like, I can't even tell you the bad stuff. This is the stuff that is not that bad.
Where's your phone at? Go get your phone out the room. Joshua, give her phone. Now go get your phone.
Don't tell me.
No, go get the other phone. In your room. Phone in your room. Go to your room and get the phone.
Doing a sting operation into your rage estate.
Go to your room.
Greg, don't tell me it was like that.
The tornado destroyed the harvester. So I contacted Traveler.
They can't wait a minute. Hi.
Stop to the mall!
Why can I not become a British officer?
Because we're not British, George. There must be a path. There is not for you. And I won't. But just know, I just don't give a fuck about what happens there, nigga. I don't give a fuck that I posted that video. Wow. I don't give a fuck if that nigga was my friend for 25 years.
Right.
And I don't give a fuck. And any nigga that has a problem with me posting that shit, fuck you, man. I don't care.
Yeah, man. Yeah, right.
I don't care.
I understand.
That nigga was never my homie. I thought he was. I thought he was my brother. He wasn't.
Yup.
Okay? He's not. That's why. So I don't give a fuck about how you feel about me posting that fuck ass video.
Yeah, man.
My nigga.
Gotta be careful who you let close, who you let in close, man. Cause there were signs, though, Josh. I'm sure if you reflect, you would have seen there were signs.
And his friends.
Never ignore your gut, man.
I mean, his bitches. When not even his own fucking mother wanted shit to do with him, wanted him to rot in jail. I'm like, nah, that's my brother.
Damn.
That's my brother. You hear me?
You gotta think, though, what kind of a guy is that when not even your own mother wants to help you out? Oh, yeah. That ain't the kind of person you should be helping. Now, it's like I said, right, 48 laws of power. Avoid the unfortunate and be unhappy. Right? This is not a guy who made a mistake and is in a bad spot. When nobody in your life is fucking with you, you're doing something wrong. You're doing something really wrong.
Fuck that. I don't give a fuck. Okay, I don't want to drag this out. I know a lot of niggas were speaking on it, so it feels like this shit has been dragged out for a long time, but I never really spoke on it, my nigga. This is my first time speaking on it. This is my situation. I can say whatever the fuck I want. You feel me?
Of course. Surely.
This is the end of the Greg saga. The Greg Goons. It's it. He's vaulted, my nigga. He's vaulted like the bitches, my nigga. He's gone. Never again. You ever see me with that nigga again, I'm a bitch asshole ass nigga. Okay. What it is.
Hey, all right. You said it, not us. You said it. Right. Yeah, I doubt he'll be on stream again, though.
You understand me?
Now, from the shit he is saying, yeah, this is over.
It's fries. No more. No fucking. And if I see that nigga, no more, my nigga. Okay? Los, I don't know what you just said, what your sexy ass just said, but I did see your name and it just changed my mood a little bit.
Okay, all right. I don't know. Los, I feel like that's probably, I hope that's not Los Pollos or whoever.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know, bro. I don't know how you can't trust nobody, Chad. You can't trust nobody but yourself. Dead ass. And anybody say I gave him the fucking card, are you fuck? I didn't give nobody my fucking card, my nigga. Only person that has my card, another card of mine is my mom.
So what happened? And how do you have, he said you gave him the card. And how was he getting your money then? So what happened?
What are you talking about? Gave him my card.
That's what he said in the video. He said you gave me the card, gang. You gave me the card. That's what he said. So that's what I think everyone's going with. But what happened then?
When he said,
clarify.
Gave me the card, bro. You know what the fucking means by that?
What's that?
I mean, once upon a time, when we went to the gas station, and I was filling up my tank and he wanted some chips or guava for his weed, I said, okay, go inside, get some guava. That's what that was, my nigga.
Oh. So what? You just held on to it? You forgot about it?
And I got my card right fucking back.
So what is that then? How do you get the money?
He stole my fucking card.
It's even worse. That's even worse, you know. Jeez. Because I'll be honest, right? When we first were hearing the story, I was like, I could see a possibility where you give somebody access to a credit card and you tell them this is the shit you're supposed to spend it for, right? But you guys are close, you're friends. One day, you know, he wants to eat, he wants some food, he doesn't have any money, and Josh is like, yeah, you can just put it on the card. You know what I mean? You can order some Uber Eats on the card. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just slowly slips away. He slowly gets more and more comfortable, and then it gets to the point where he stops even, like, telling you when he's using your card and what he's using it on. I thought, there's a possibility that it unfolded like that, and you know, even though that would still make him completely in the wrong, right? Because he knows that he was fucking up and he was stealing money. You know, that's slightly not as bad as this. This is way worse.
How's your day going?
This is just.
Hope you're doing
this
well.
Nigga never was your friend, bro. This guy never fucked with you.
Yeah,
he saw you. He took advantage of your kindness. He went behind your back. Stole your card, bro. Oh my God, you probably thought you lost that shit.
When you become a Shell Fuel Rewards member, you'll get more. Like saving 10 cents per gallon on your first fill, 20 cents per gallon on your second, 30 cents per gallon on your third, and more savings on every fill after that. Join today.
No pain, no gain, no thanks. Real strength isn't taking the pain, it's treating it. When there's no pain, there's more gain. Advil, Lucozade, target pain caused by inflammation for fast, strong relief. Advil, that's real strength.
You lost that shit or something like that, huh?
I was around the household. Where's my card? Like, I don't know what
I see, that's exactly what I said.
Hey, yo, I see my blue card in a minute.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right.
Where is
I know exactly what he's talking about, because guess what? You also have all your cards on your Apple Pay, right? And so you're like, shit, look, I probably lost it somewhere, you know, in the house, they'll turn up whatever. I'll just use the Apple Pay in the meantime. Meanwhile, this nigga had the card the whole time.
Fair. Fucking.
Wow, that's insane.
Jason, they put it 25 years.
Yeah, man, so that's the story, that's the situation with your race. Tragedy. Adolescence. Okay, guys, trust your gut, trust your instinct. and don't allow loser people to get into your direction, right? Don't let him get that close to you. Just even if it's a longtime friend, even if it's somebody that you're like, you feel bad for, you want to see them win because you know that known them for so long, whatever the case may be, you know, you just birds of a feather type shit. You got to ask yourself, look around you, look at your friends, ask yourself, is that who I am? Right? Birds of a feather flock together. My friends are a reflection of who I am. Right? Are we the same? And if you don't like the answer to that, maybe you can be friends. Well, that's the video, guys. You let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching. And until next time.
I'm the new leader of the white race. I didn't know that we were being started until like 2 weeks ago. But if you need me, yeah, obviously it would guarantee victory.
Yeah, this is how you know there is no white genocide. Could you imagine a Palestinian being like, I didn't know we were getting genocided? Right? Or like a Jewish person during the Holocaust? Like, there is no fucking white genocide if you're a white person and you're not aware that that shit's happening. Oh, it's gonna be a good one. You're getting a 2-for-1 video. Listen, conservatives are the bad guys. I think this is abundantly clear at this point. And why do I say that? Because the worst people on the internet, when all else fails, they run to the right. They always become conservative. And this is how we know that the right is the side with the baddies. It's the side, not baddies as in like, I love G-Fiber.
I love my G-Fiber. Google Fiber is the best. Fast and reliable.
Quality's great, speed's great, affordable, $70 a month. You can't really beat that. I love it. I absolutely love it.
I don't even have to try no more. It just happens. I've been on autopilot. Money coming in my sleep, autopilot. Don't know why they counting sheep, I don't lift the finger. System really deeper. Autopilot. Money in my sleep. I build a machine out of machine build me. Wake up to a wife for deal I can't even see. Passive like the income, patient like a sniper. Turn a hustle to a system, turn the system to a life. But ain't grinding 9 to 5. I'm grinding in my mind. Set the trap in 22, it's still feeding me on time. Algorithm love me, the marking on my face. I automated everything but the taste. I'm asleep on the Gulf Stream, profits multiplying. Dreaming in the penthouse while the chart keep climbing. I've been on autopilot. Money coming in my sleep, autopilot. I know why they counting sheep, I don't lift the finger. System running deep, autopilot. Money in my sleep, put the work in early, so I'm coasting now. They ask me how I did it, I'm just floating now. But the empire self-sustained, I designed it that way. Every L was just the universe teaching me to pay attention to the details, attention to the trends. The revenue recurring like the message never ends. Investments compound, I'm collecting in my dreams. Living in the future while they stuck on the screen. I don't refresh the page, refresh on me. Every notification brings dividend currency. Said it, forget it, collect it. Said it, forget it, collect it. Check on me. Disconnect. Sweet dreams. deposit, please?
Baddies isn't like, fine shit. I mean, like, bad people, the horrible people, terrible people, right? You could be a woman beater. You could get exposed for talking to a minor. You could be a scammer. You could rug full crypto. Literally anything. You could be just the worst kind of degenerate, terrible person, a racist. They will embrace you on the right. As long as you talk about black fatigue, white genocide, hate women, hate gay people, and if you can throw in a Christ is King, perfect, you're golden. The fallen off YouTuber to alt-right pipeline, we'll be talking about a YouTuber who goes by the name of Tobuscus, also known as Toby Turner. Now, before we dive into Antonio's video, because he has now completed the cycle of the fallen off white YouTuber who was exposed to being a piece of shit person. He has now entered his racist, conservative, MAGA rich era. But, and Antonio's going to be covering that. But before we dive into that, let's give you a nice little recap of the rise, fall, and decay of Toby Turner. This guy's a YouTube OG. He was one of the biggest. We're talking before PewDiePie, before Mr. Beast. He's from that Mosh era, that Timothy Delgado era, that, who else was prominent at that point in time? When I was in high school, okay? All right? Anyway, so you youngins may have never heard of this guy, but he used to be really fucking big, man. He used to be a really big deal. So let's check out this video telling us the story of Toby Turner.
Today, we're going to be talking about the internet's brightest star who somehow managed to slowly fade away into the darkest corners of obscurity over the span of a few years. This guy.
Audience, see, look at that. Almost said sunset. So pretty good.
I used to love Tobuscus so much. So much, dude. Like, he had such an impact on my childhood that it's not even funny. From smash hits like Dramatic Song, Viral Song, Daft Punk Get Lucky Parody.
His songs, bro, used to go super viral.
Happy Wheel song with subtitles. I loved all of it growing up. I remember kids at my school wearing Tobuscus merchandise and singing Safety Torch in the middle of class. That's the kind of reach we're talking about.
Safety Torch. I remember that shit.
Not Good Enough Biscuit was on a repeat in my head at all times as a kid, which is probably why I'm so messed up as an adult now, but honestly, I couldn't get enough.
As you can see, he was appealing to kids. Right? He was appealing to, like, young teenagers and middle school-aged peoples, right?
Crafter myself.
But this guy used to be fucking huge, bro.
I binged every single episode of the Minecraft series when the first one came out.
Gamer.
Back in those days, Minecraft...
He made a bunch of animated, like, little music videos, shit to appeal to kids. It's none you.
I'm a teacher, and we don't get paid a lot. So I've always dreamed of starting my own business and leaving teaching, like, behind me. I was at my mom's house. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep this day. I was just so excited for the launch. My mom, she was like, you can always go back to teaching if it doesn't work out. And then as soon as I heard the sound, I just couldn't believe it. I remember, like,
animated, like, little music videos, shit to appeal to kids. It's none you would like today, right? But it's like, hey, I used to like fucking Bob the Builder too, you know what I mean, when I was a kid. And so, yeah, I can't even lie, bro. I remember being entertained by his content, especially his Minecraft playthroughs. I enjoyed watching those.
Through some of his earliest hits, he was able to amass a grand total of 14 million subscribers and 3.7 billion.
14 million subscribers, like, in 2013, bro. Insane numbers.
Views across his 3 channels. That is a remarkable achievement for one man. He definitely deserves more credit than he gets, at least on that front. When Toby Turner crafted his first channel into existence over a decade ago, he never could have imagined the extent to which it would one day grow.
You get it. He was a big deal. He had a lot of subscribers. He was very successful. He made content for young people, like very young people, middle school, maybe you could push it to like lower high school.